Welcome back to Mini Brothers. Now, one of the subscribers actually reached out and said, hey, left a comment, said, hey, there's this job you should do on the car, and that is to remove the clutch delay valve. Now, I didn't even know this existed, so we're gonna go ahead and try and remove that because, why not? Apparently what's supposed to happen is the reason they have this in there is to make clutch engagement a little smoother. Now, we're not normal drivers, so we don't need that. I want my clutch to engage pretty stiff, like I want to feel it. So let's take that out. One of the benefits of taking this out of the car is supposed to be quicker shifts, which you want, especially if you're going to autocross a car or put it on a racetrack or something. So, or Mustangs and Chargers. So let's take that out. Zachary's here. We're going to take out the belly pan and get this job done. Should be a quick job. You don't even have to take the part off the car, hopefully. So come join us.
Okay, so do you have a recorder from or anything? That's all right. Yeah, they might know. I suspect they're gonna use I think this is the last of the air.
Okay, this is the clutch slave cylinder. And apparently we're gonna have to take this piping out, which is where the brake fluid is. So we're gonna have to remove this clip and get this should just pull out. And the valve that we're talking about is actually supposed to be in here. So we're gonna go ahead and see if we can get in there and pull out this valve. We should not have to remove the slave cylinder at all to get this. We should just be able to pull this clip, pull this out, and get in there real quick, and then put it back in. We're gonna try and cover up the pipe so we don't lose a whole bunch of brake fluid and we don't have to do a really extensive job of like bleeding the brakes, but obviously we're gonna lose some brake fluid that's in the slave cylinder, so we're still gonna have to do a bleed.
Where did that go? There it is. Here, can you hold this line? Like, just put your finger over it or something so it stops leaking. Let me see if I can get this plastic piece back out. Alright, let's try and move it the other way. That doesn't really make any sense, but... No, because it fits over that hose.
Yeah.
And it only really fits one way. Okay. Maybe that's not the valve that we removed. Maybe there's another piece back there.
Think?
I don't know.
I thought it was like a little
Do you have a picture of it? Did someone give you a picture of it? So you don't know what it looks like? Do you
I didn't think it was round. I thought it was like
should we like Google it or something?
Yeah,
Or?
I'm probably sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold this. Do you wanna look it up?
Yeah.
You can like your hands off. Break this break.
So this is what we're looking for. This is the clutch delay valve. As you can see, it's super tiny, and basically it restricts the flow of fluid going through this little hole, so it doesn't allow you to actually shift really quickly. So this has to go. So some of it went out. What are you looking for?
Is it a separate reservoir? Or is
No,
it,
it's the same
actually
reservoir.
uses the brake reservoir?
It's the same reservoir.
That is crazy to me.
Did you see it went down a little bit?
Yeah, but it. Oh, okay, dude. I mean, I hope we don't have to beat the brakes, too.
No.
We shouldn't.
No, we shouldn't.
Whatever. I can't see the fluid when these things are in. Okay.
Whoa. I have no clutch. It went straight to the bottom.
Yeah, okay. Release it.
Can't. I actually got to pull it back up.
Alright, push it in.
Wow.
Release it. Yeah, that is really strange.
That's why.
Yeah, I don't even. No answer to that. Alright, so keep it released. Okay, release it. Alright, push it in. Okay, release it. Release it. Release it. Push it in. Push it in. Release it. Okay, release it. Alright, push it in.
Clutch slave cylinder on this car. Do you need to vacuum bleed it, or you just pump the pedal? Okay. All right, we're trying to do that, but it's the pedal's just going to the floor. We complete. Yeah, I'm doing it by hand, but we basically drained all the fluid out of the clutch slave cylinder. From the master, yeah. Yeah. Okay. It's underneath. It's on the bottom of the transmission. Okay. Good. Yeah.
And pump the pedal at the same time while they're holding it closed to get some of the air out.
Okay, you're saying to pump the pedal.
What?
Pump the pedal inside the car.
Yeah.
But have somebody under the car push this leg towards where it extends out, where it's retracted all the way, and hold it until you get some type of pressure from the pedal.
You can't move the slave though. The slave doesn't move. No, you can't move it. There's a bleeder valve. No. Oh, I see what you're saying. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think we. No.
So what is he saying we need to do? That we need to cycle back and then open the valve? Okay, so I'm gonna do that. So open that valve right there.
Is it hand tight?
Yeah. Until you see the fluid come out. Alright, close it. Alright. Oh, it's tight now. Yeah. Close it. Okay. So yeah, this is way easier. Open it. Close it. Okay. Open it.
The pressure is making it harder to open.
Close it. I think that might be good. I've got like full pressure on this thing now, so like it was not even remotely that tight earlier. So I'm gonna bolt it back on and then go feel the pedal.
Good.
And we'll see if you've got the pedal pressure that you need. Open it.
Hold on. There's still a little air in there.
Close it. All right, let's do like 2 more then.
Both ready?
No. Open it. Close it. We could also reuse this fluid too. Open it.
The pressure is making it harder to open.
Close it. I think that might be good.
Okay.
I've got like full pressure on this thing now, so like it was not even remotely that tight earlier. So I'm gonna bolt it back on and then go feel the pedal.
Okay.
And we'll see if you've got the pedal pressure that you need.
What we figured out is that it's actually easier to bleed this if you just take the slave cylinder out, like unbolt it, and pumped on the shaft. So that seems to work a little better, a little more efficient. Hopefully that'll do the trick.
Interesting now that there's pressure. It pushes back against these bolts. Yeah.
Here.
Go push the pedal. Okay, stop. Hold on. This hose is leaking. Yeah.
Once we figured out how to get it bled, it was still leaking. The slave cylinder was leaking, and we had not put it back together correctly. So we had to figure out exactly how to put everything back together. And it turns out that the rubber nipple that you insert into the slave cylinder needs to be fit onto the metal piece first, and then you insert that into the slave cylinder and it creates a seal. So once we figured that out, the leaking stopped. We were able to piece it back together and get the car back on the road. So I just wanted to give my impression on what it feels like to drive the car with the clutch delay valve removed. Now, I wanted to give it a few days to figure it out. The thing that's different with it removed is shifts are definitely smoother, and definitely like high RPM shifts go into gear more smoothly, which I think is the thing that I was trying to accomplish. Now, I was talking to Mechanic Brother about this earlier, and what he says is that he thinks this changed once we changed the clutch, and it became harder to shift in high RPM, and I think part of that would be, to me, which makes sense, is that the OEM clutch has no springs. The spring is in the flywheel. And we went to a stage 2 clutch, which reverses that, where the flywheel is static and the clutch itself has the springs. And I think going to that setup changed how the clutch engaged and made it a little different. So doing this mod, if you have upgraded your clutch, is probably the thing you need to do. You probably wouldn't notice it as much if you haven't upgraded your clutch. So keep that in mind. That is my conclusion on the clutch delay valve. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and subscribe. We'll see you on the next video. We got some stuff coming up soon. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, please hit the like button. While you're down there, go ahead and subscribe. That helps us a lot.